Right, so under all this rubble and rubbish, we've actually found an RD125LC. Now I parked this up 17 years ago. I think it's time to get it out. I mean, is this classed as a barn find, even though I actually own the bike? It's in a pretty bad way. It wasn't the best of things when I parked it up. I don't know if the engine's seized, but the brake lever's totally seized. Throttle cable feels seized. Keys are still in it, so that's alright. Could make for an interesting project. But yeah, it's been under a lot of junk for a long time. So I'm going to get it out in the daylight and have a proper look, I think. I'll see you there. I've created a bit of space around the bike now. And somewhere to sit. Tyres seem to be up. Well, I don't know how up, but they're not flat. Front's a Michelin. The back's got a Metzeler on it. Overall, it seems to be all here. I've took the carb off it already. And the air filter. The air filter doesn't look too good. The carb, however, not in too bad shape. Luckily there's no petrol in it. See, it's been a bit scabby at one time, but I don't know if we strip it down and clean it. That's one thing you have to get, some carb cleaner. There doesn't appear to be any engine oil in it. So I'll need a bottle of that. Tin of WD-40. Yeah, some petrol. If you look at the brakes, that was pretty much what was inside the carburettor of an old motorbike I had that I left it. Had petrol left in it. I don't know, it's oxidated or something. But luckily that carb, it seems like it should go again, I think. This, however, won't. That there's an MOT failure straight away. The ball snapped off, but believe it or not, the brake actually, it's freeing off and it does work, and I say work loosely. Fork seals are probably shot. No indicators. The throttle cable, it's kind of freeing itself off a bit. So yeah, I'll just go to the shop and get a few bits for it. It does turn over. I've not checked for spark yet. I think first thing to do is get some oil in it and clean up the carburettor. Take it from there. I'm not worried about brakes at this stage, but it's good to know that it kind of worked. Don't know if that's seized or not, the rear brake. Overall it doesn't look too bad. I have got the tank, the seat, the plastics. I think there's a headlight cowling, a belly pan, a radiator grille. But it's way off the road, this. Check the water, and it didn't seem too bad. It's actually still got antifreeze in it. I don't know if you can see that, but it's like a bluey green, not full of rust, so I'm hoping that's a good sign. So first job, clean up this carburettor. Maybe change off those hoses as well. I don't know what the hell they are, but this is meant to be see-through plastic. That's rigid. Things you do to keep your bike on your road as a kid, eh? Another thing that made me laugh. This front headlight. It's actually the bottom of a strawberry punnet with fishing line holding it on. Oh, don't ask. Okay, so I've been in the shop. I had to go to Halfords unfortunately because the local shop didn't really have what I was looking for, but got some oil, some WD-40, some carb cleaner. This is actually petrol. I've had a spray, it's pretty strong stuff. I'm going to start by doing the oil. Also rigged up this to go onto the carburettor once we're done, so I don't have to mess about with the fuel tank really, because I shook it about, it sounded like there's a bit of rust in it. I'm fully aware that this does need stripping down, but I'm just going to put oil in it, fill the carb with petrol and at least try and start it. I think I just want to hear it run really before I strip it, just for peace of mind if it does run still. For the sake of what, £15 on materials, it'd be nice just to hear it run, if at all. It came off quite easy. Now I'm just going to go off, I've not looked at how much it takes or anything. There could be sludge at the bottom of it, but I'm just going to tip it in and hope for the best. I'm going to go off the level, off the sight glass. I can't see anything yet. The spark plug looks really clean, so I think I'm going to leave that as well. I think as soon as I see it, because the bike's on a lean, it should just be about enough. Like I say, I only want to start the engine and see if it runs. It's not like this is going to be out on the road anytime soon. Right, I can just see it on the glass now. It's had about 250 mils. I don't know if you saw that rise. So I think once we tip the bike on its side, that should be alright, because I used to go off, there's two levels here, low level and that level, and it's bang on. Now for the carb, I'm going to be using this carb cleaner, and also I think a bit of compressed air. But the compressor is in the other shed, so I'll have to take it down there and just give it a quick blowout, just to make sure all the airways and jets are pretty clean. I mean, it doesn't look too bad inside, but it can't do any harm. It's quite potent stuff, this. Oh, it stinks. It's good I've got glasses on, because that just sprayed right through my eyes. Yeah, if you're messing about with aerosols or anything like this, it does help to wear some safety glasses or something. Right, I'm going to go and blow that out now with a compressor. I'll be right back. Right, carb's clean now. Quite a good product, that, actually rate it. It's left pretty much nothing in it. The aluminium looks really clean. I've given it a blast with the airline as well, so I'm just about to really reassemble it, fill it with petrol and kick the bike over, I think. So yeah, I've just got to put the float in. This is the bottom of the carburettor. Your float will sit inside and it just floats up and down like that. The little valve I put in before, spring loaded. It's just a pin. Got to be careful you don't lose any of these little bits. You can spend more time looking for the bits that you've dropped than doing the actual job. It just sits in there like that. You've basically just got to look at both. That's the bottom cap. Can you see the holes line up there at the bottom? I'm not using a new gasket or anything, because I'm just going to try and start the bike. As long as it doesn't leak, it should be alright. So I'm going to tighten that down now. Put the throttle cable back on. Another good thing that Win's cleaner did is the threads on it. Super clean now. Whereas before they had a little bit of oil and residue on. Yeah, Win's carbon air intake cleaner, that's what it was. Good stuff. Right, put the carb back on. You can see my little makeshift fuel line. Funnel, a piece of pipe. It's got a bit of petrol in it. Switch the switch gear to run. Oh, I might want to turn the lights off. That's wishful thinking, isn't it? As if the lights are going to come on. So yeah, I'm just pretty much going to kick it over, I think. See if anything happens. There it goes. Can't actually believe it. Purring like a kitten. I better chuck a bit more fuel in it and see if it was a fluke. This wire here, we might have a rev counter. I only undid it so I could get to the carburetor. Right, let's give it a go. Oil seems to have disappeared, so yeah, it does want a bit more in it. Oh, I can't believe it runs. Oh, that is superb. Geez, where do I start with it now, eh? Any suggestions? Right, I've put a bit more oil in it now. I noticed that oil light was on as well on the clock, so I'm going to kick it over once more, see if I can get that light to go out. That's probably enough for tonight. You can't really hear my voice when the engine's running, so there it goes. Taking over a bit high. So I've got the air filter on it though, so that might have something to do with it. Jeez, where's all the oil gone again? It must have an engine oil leak, surely. It's the only way to explain where the oil's gone in the first place. It's quite dirty under there. It's not wet, but so the oil's already gone. I'm going to put a bit more in. There's a screw on the side of the carburettor that might bring the revs down a bit, hopefully, so I'll give it a twist in a minute. Topped it with oil again, see it on the sight glass. So we'll turn the key and have a go. Nothing. I have put the air filter on as well. Doing my head in. That red oil light is part of the neutral light. What a wally I am. I put it in gear and let go of the clutch and it does pull out a bit, so I think the clutch might still just about work. Yeah, I'm really pleased with today. I honestly didn't think it would be running. Yeah, well, it's a result. So I'll probably have another look tomorrow, fire it up, might take it up and down the garden just to try and free the brakes off a bit. Bit easy to move about then. Yeah, Yamaha RD125 LC.